Got a little bit of water left.
Okay.
Me.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We are live with Mr. Erick Allen,
Yes.
author of Affirmations for Recovery. He's also a recovery coach and content creator and does all the things. He's
Yep.
also,
Licensed. I'm a
yeah,
licensed
he's,
mental health and substance abuse counselor. Yep. I'm a brand ambassador for Owwll.
yes,
Yes. Owwll.
yeah,
And it's Owwll week. So,
it is all week. And we're going to pretty much jump right into that. Owwll is an app where you connect with people one to one. A lot of experts in like so many different fields. You
yes.
know,
Oh, man.
so
Oh,
many
my man.
different. Yeah,
Owwll, I tell people Owwll is for the working entrepreneur. It's an app for the working entrepreneur.
yeah,
It's the people that corporate America is big. Everybody's in corporate America.
yeah,
That's part of life. And then everybody's working for themselves. With the introduction of COVID, everybody became somebody. Saying people are working for themselves a lot more. Statistics show. So
yeah.
Owwll is perfect for those people.
Right, right. So you get to talk to all these mentors, basically.
Yeah,
And
experts. You get to talk to experts. You get to talk to, um, people that's been in the industry of their field. Like for me, I'm a licensed mental health and substance abuse counselor. I don't do any counseling on the app, but I do a lot of energy work. I do a lot of energy work. I
Mhm.
do a lot of motivational, pep talks. I call them. Like I do a
Yeah,
lot of pep talks. We can spend 10 minutes. Al is amazing. It's a narrative. It helped me change the narrative on how I even deal with people, man. Like
sure.
my immediate circle is on Al, like, and we all communicate there. We hold business meetings. We, do quick 10, 15-minute meetings on the app. Like when we got to speak one-on-one about something important or an
Yeah,
idea or we need something. Yeah. That's how I use the app, man.
yeah,
I'm crazy on the app.
yeah, yeah. You are. You're all over the place on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. And whenever I get a call coming in from Erick Allen, it's, oh boy, here we go.
Yes. Put your seatbelt on, get your rain boots.
Yeah,
Yes, get your rain boots, and make sure you got a seatbelt because I'm
yeah,
taking you for a ride. Okay, we
yes,
ride.
yes. The
So
energy.
what's
It
going
just
on, man? So what's the name of the podcast? Like, what you got going on? What you building here, brother?
so this building. Let's talk about that. This is called "Let's Build a Podcast,"
Okay.
and this podcast is mostly for people that are starting out their podcasts. Um, I'm, I mean, let's just call it like it is. I'm cheap, you know. And I know that there's so many people like me that, they don't have thousands to put into a booth or, a podcast setup or anything like that. So let's talk about how we can get into this platform, this form of media in a
On a
uh,
budget.
in a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah. So
make it good, you
yeah.
know?
So I think the number one thing that you gotta have if you're exploring the podcast world, gotta have great content. You got to have, a strategy. And you got to be entertaining. Like you got to have a little bit of controversy. Controversy sells. People want to know like the
Yep.
dirt and the sleaze. So
Yep.
and you got to be informative. You got to be letting them know something that they can't see somewhere else. But I don't think it matters as far as the set these days. I think 2023, man, people, I follow some, people that's in the basement not
Yep.
putting no money into it. They just going live on social media and not even
Yeah.
putting not much work, not much money in, I should say. They're
Yeah.
putting work in, but they're not
Yeah.
put that, it doesn't cost much because Instagram is free and all that stuff is
Yep.
free.
Yep. Yeah, and that's where you can easily jump in. There's, you know, the the point of entry is, your phone, you
Yes,
know,
that's it.
and you can there's so much you can do just on your phone,
Right.
you know. We'll get into more a little bit on that a little bit later, but talking about Owl a little bit more. It's Owl Week
Yes.
for us owls. We kind of know this, but the kind of the general public doesn't know about some of
Right.
this stuff.
That's
Uh,
true.
I've been posting some stuff on Twitter, I take care of the Owwll Twitter now, and
Okay.
I've been posting some stuff on the Owwll Twitter, getting a little bit of
Traction.
traction on that,
Hmm.
uh, and there's social media. My gosh, what a can of worms, you
Right.
know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So why Al? Why Al in a social media world? Why Al for you?
Owwll for me, uh, actually, I kind of stumbled into Owwll. Actually, we were at Podfest. My wife and I were at Podfest,
Okay.
and we we just stopped by the Owwll booth and talked to Jason, who was there for a while, and one thing led to another, and she got on the Owwll first, and then I got to talking to Jason somehow about some of the back stuff that I do, the back end stuff that you know podcast post production and
I'm having a call on Al right now. I think this is ironic. I think I should take this call.
yeah,
Just
take it.
hey,
Hey, how you doing?
excellent. I'm actually on a podcast live right now. I'm on my brother Brian's podcast. It's Al Week, and you just happened to call, so this is like perfect timing. We just gonna bring you in the podcast with us. But what's going on, Marilyn? Talk to me.
All right, how you doing, ER?
I'm good. I'm actually, yeah, just chilling, man. Just like enjoying our week, man. Getting to know more people, and just spreading the energy, and just putting the paint where it ain't is what I call it.
You know what? This is good. This is a good timing for me because I got like 5 ladies here in the room. Hey y'all, be quiet, quiet. I got 5 ladies here in the room.
Okay.
Help me out, and I'm trying to explain to them why to join this app.
Okay.
So
Wow.
Okay, that's powerful because I'm right in the
Yeah.
middle of the broadcast, and then I'm gonna do a live demonstration to you. And this is definitely not planned. This is just right off
Nope.
the top of right off the top of the lap, right? So, ladies, everybody under the sound of my voice, the number one reason why you want to get on Al today is because it's for today's working entrepreneur. Okay, so if you have any kind of business savvy and you are about your business and you want to grow your business, this community is like full of just, oh my goodness, entrepreneurs, people that's ready to support and pour into your business. So you got to be very intentional when you join the app. I'm speaking it into existence because I'm saying you guys are all going to join the app because you're friends with Marilyn, and she's definitely putting the paint where it ain't. She's putting the work in to tell you about something that's great. Okay, so she's telling you about something that's great. I'm telling you, I've been on the app about a year, and I've been very, very successful at meeting people. It's not really about the money. It's about the people. It's about the relationship, right? And I've met some great people. I've been around the country a couple times. I'm actually on my way to a few other cities, all because of people that I met on this app. Okay, they're very supportive people. So just like Marilyn, I'll probably be in her city soon too, for sure. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm so sure of it. So, Marilyn, thank you for calling me. I appreciate you calling me.
Thank you for the answer.
Absolutely. And anything you need to like help people join, because I know it is a process. There is a vetting process. We want to make sure you are who you are. So that's why it's so important, to really, pay attention to detail, and follow the yellow brick road. Yes. The yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road, Valley. Yes. That's my word. That's my word for today. The yellow brick road.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Woo.
That's fantastic.
So that was a demo call, and we do a lot of those demo calls too. Like, people call to just get other people, involved. And right now, this whole week, I'm $1. So that's like a steal. You can steal me for $1 right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all in the name of the Owwll app.
Yep. And here she is explaining the app to a group of ladies there, and what might come of that.
Wow.
Like,
it's gonna come. It's gonna come because it's
Yeah.
like it's definitely it's the new world. I'm telling you, like when you really get a hold of it and you really understand how to utilize it. It's not a get rich quick scheme. So if people looking at just like, oh man, I'm getting money, people I can cash out. It's not about that. It's about
No.
really focusing, honing in on your craft,
Yep.
and finding the key relationships that can help, catapult
It's
you to where you need to go. So,
yeah, it's the relationship aspect of it is off the charts. You know, the when I first started, the thing was, okay, I'll make a couple bucks and I'll answer some questions and however that is or whatever. The first week or so that I was in it, I met guys like Eric, and I met guys like Paul Bato and
yes,
Will Baptiste, you know, and guys like that, and Rebecca Norrington.
yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my goodness.
gosh,
That energy right there. She is
my
she is.
goodness,
I call her the OG of the app.
yeah,
You
yeah,
definitely get on a call with her, especially this week. It's only I think she got her price at $1 too. So if you can get a
yeah,
call with her for a
yeah,
dollar,
yep,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's real. It's so real.
It,
You are
it,
right. And you know what? You know what? And this we did it live because I met you on the app,
yep,
and based on your reviews, you had some great reviews from some
hmm
great people that I had already did some business with, and
hmm
they brought you, you came highly recommended. So
sure,
I had to do business too. So that
sure.
was another great thing about the app. Like you can find your tribe.
Yes,
Yes. You can
yes.
find your
That's
tribe for
Find
sure.
your tribe for sure. And
Yeah,
I've got a great circle of people from that app that
absolutely.
I can reach out to, that I can work things out with, or just check in with, like, how you doing?
Absolutely.
Tell me about how you're doing.
Absolutely.
And there is no way that I would contact any of these people or come across their paths if not for the app.
Hello.
You know, and all the
Yeah,
opportunity that's come from all that stuff, and just networking and knowing people who know people who know people, you know. It's great for networking, but it's I can just keep coming back to the relationship part of it,
that's what it is.
you know.
That's the best part for me. When I
Yeah,
first got on, I definitely had dollar signs in my eyes because I was like, "Oh, they pay for you." I started that way, but then something within me, I had a revelation. I just said, "No, it's more of a strategy. I need to put a strategy together. I can't just,
right,
there is no replacement for doing the work. Okay, you gotta if
right,
you want something to be like big and built, you know what I'm saying? You got to work for it. There's no just hand me this. So there was no, that's what I did. The first 3 months changed my whole circle. Any and everybody that was somebody to me, they had
hmm
to call me on the app.
yeah,
That's just that all relationships steered through the app. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And even as I do business with people like you, I only call you on the app. I have your
yep,
personal number,
yep,
but I
yeah,
choose to call you on the app because that's a
it,
sign of respect. That's a
right,
sign of just and it keeps we utilizing the relationship for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
I'm
right,
respecting your time. Instead of, taking an hour of your time, I'm taking 10 minutes. I'm being intentional when I
yep,
call you,
yep, yep,
especially on the app. I'm not just calling you to see how the weather is.
yeah,
I really want to know something, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah.
yeah,
So
yep, for
I
sure.
love Al, man. And if you are, interested in the Al app, you can go to all the you can go to either Apple Store,
Mhm.
Apple or the
Yep,
Google's Play Store, and you
yep.
can use referral code after you download. Use referral code. What's your referral code, brother?
Mine is Connect.
Okay, so use the referral code Connect.
Yep,
Make sure y'all connecting with the
yep.
connector,
And
right?
I've got that information in the description of the broadcast and all
Okay,
that too.
that's
So just
big.
it's
That is
down there if
big.
you need it, or hit me up or whatever, and
Yeah,
we
yes,
do that.
definitely. So my people,
Yeah.
my train, if you ever want to connect with me, my referral code is EA. Okay.
Yes.
Really simple, just like every day, all day,
Yep.
because that's the kind of attitude you need to have to ride on my ship. Because
Right.
my teammates, we are on the app, we shoot to kill.
Yep.
We, we really making a presence on the app. Like
Yep.
that's what it's about. It's about growth,
Yep.
growing the app. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the app has a brand ambassador program that,
Yep.
we're looking for more brand ambassadors. Like I
Yep.
think the founder, if I'm not mistaken, I think the founder is looking for 200 in the next year. He's hoping to grow to
Yeah.
200 brand ambassadors in the
Yeah.
next year. I think currently we're at 50.
Sure.
So we got some work to do. But if you're
Sure.
interested in the brand ambassador program, first join the app. First download the app right now,
Take it
right?
for a spin.
Yes, take it for a spin. You got to do about 10 calls before you can even get to the brand ambassador
Yeah.
conversation, but
Yep.
there is a conversation that people we're looking for you. We're looking for you.
Yep. Yeah, and that referral code too, that's, you get a free $10 out of it.
Oh yes.
And you use your $10, call
Yes.
10 people, you'll get a good taste of what it's about after talking to 10 people,
You just heard it live. What how it really the stage and where we are. You know what I'm saying? We're in the building stage /
Yep.
meet new people stage /
Yep.
/ So you're part of a
Yeah.
legacy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
This
I
is
was
definitely-
talking
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was talking to Pod Brother.
Oh yes.
Interview with him just the other day. And he said, when he was on, and he's OG too. He goes back,
Right.
And he said when he was on early, you'd be lucky if you'd found someone online because it was so fresh, so new. It was just starting at the time. And now there's 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 people on sometime. I mean, it's growing,
Yes.
exponentially.
I love being a part of grassroots stuff like this.
Yeah. It's just
huge.
growing. And every
huge.
time I go on, I see, the profile pictures, and some will say, 10 calls or 50 calls or whatever. And all the time I see new. There's a new one. There's a new one. There's a new
Right.
one.
It's growing.
They just keep trickling in, and it's great because it just
Our week is our strongest week too. Like,
yeah.
I was on fire when I first joined Owwll Week. It was like maybe 2 weeks. I joined 2 weeks prior, and then Owwll Week happened.
Okay.
And then my life changed. That's when I really went into that strategy. Like, hold on, because I was attending the events and I was learning a lot and experiencing things. And I was like, well, hold on. Instead of my friends calling me like regular, why are they doing that when I don't really have a lot of calls where people just call me and say, how are you doing?
Yeah.
More often than not, they need something. There's something that they asking from me. So it made the most sense. I was like, hold on. Okay, well, download this right here. You get a free $10. So you're not even using your own money.
Correct.
Okay. Until after that $10. And after your $10, you definitely have to put your credit card in and buy more time. But I'm telling you, it's a great investment. It's a great investment. It's like a game changer, man. Shout out to Jason Hill and the whole Owwll family.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I want to just add one more thing on Rebecca Norrington.
Yes.
So I edit the Owwll podcast. They're up to episode 30 something. I'm up to episode 20 something, catching up to them,
Okay.
And this was early on when I started editing for them. I think hers was maybe the 4th or 5th episode that I had edited. And I don't know that I cut anything hardly out of that. Like nope, I'm just leaving that one alone.
Right.
There's just
you see the one me and Loyalty did?
I'm on that one right now.
Okay, so
I just opened that one up on my laptop, and that's the one I'm doing this weekend.
Has he released that yet?
It's gonna come out. Okay. Yours will be out probably on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, well, make sure you tag me in it, or let me make sure I'm aware, because I want to definitely promote that on my social media, my IG and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that stuff, and I can take some of the content that you've sent me, and you can use that for video for to promote it. So
absolutely, man. You got free reign, man. You the man. You are the man. Do what you see fit.
Yeah, I'll put some snazzy stuff together.
Put the pain where it ain't. Even with this, you can do whatever you like, man. I trust your I trust the way you drive. That's why I didn't even think twice when you said, man, hey, we're gonna do a podcast. Hey, let's go.
Let's do it. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason that I'm doing some of this, is that now we can repurpose what we're doing here for clips here and there for weeks to come now.
Absolutely.
We can get some content on the Owwll social media, like we were talking earlier, get some content on there and spark that interest.
You the man. What's the name of the show?
Let's Build a Podcast.
Let's Build a Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. I love
building a podcast because I've been in construction most of my life. I know building.
Podcast. Well, hey, anywhere I can get in, where I fit in, you let me know. I want to be a part of let's
Got
build
it.
a podcast team. Like I can help you definitely. I can help you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can definitely set up a meeting and talk about that. So,
Yeah. That'd be fantastic. That'd be
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
The thing is, you build something, right? You start with one step, then you go to the next step, then you
Yeah.
go to the next step.
Yes.
If you think you're going to just, start one day and you're Joe Rogan the next day,
Right.
that's not going to happen.
Right.
Take the steps. So
Yes.
you're building, and that's kind of where I'm going
That's
with it.
excellent advice. And along with that, make sure you have a marketing plan every step of the way, because
Yep.
marketing is the true key to getting the word out. Like
Yeah.
after you have great
Yeah.
content, after you
Yeah.
are, after you build the nucleus, right? After you build the nucleus, the next step is the marketing plan. The marketing
Absolutely.
plan is crucial. You got to spend money
It
to
is.
be seen, to put yourself out there. So,
Yep.
you know,
That's definitely a part of it, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming either.
no,
Especially, yeah, I mean, especially these days with AI,
right.
my goodness,
Yeah,
the tools that are,
I'm
yeah,
definitely assuming it could be. There's some phenomenal ways to probably definitely cut out all that.
yeah,
What it used to be. You know what I'm
yep. Work easy, work easy on your time and your stress and your pocketbook. Just work easy and take it
Well,
one
you're
step
blessed
at a
because
time.
you're on a winning team. You got some key players. Like you're working with some crucial people. Outside of just Al, you got a roster. So it's like
Yeah,
a team,
I'm
that's like
building.
like a football team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my top clients, or my biggest, and I'm not talking about, income or anything like that.
Right.
He keeps me busy. Desmond Clark from the Chicago Bears, you might.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
He
self-success. People like that. Like you got a lot going on, bro.
Yeah, 3 podcasts a week he puts out, and I gotta keep up with him, but
Absolutely.
it's, my gosh, and all the things that he talks about, positive mindset,
Man, hurry up
and
and get me on there, man. I need to meet this guy.
I will do what I can to get you guys connected, because you're very similar in what you're talking about.
Okay.
His big thing is greatness. If you're going to be great, if you're gonna,
So
you
that's what I'm saying.
achieve your goal,
I need to be
it's,
there.
yeah, greatness is doing the mundane things as best as you can every day over time.
Oh yeah, we need to, man. You need to put us together like ASAP. Like I'm telling you, like find out what it takes to be a
Yeah,
guest. You know what I'm saying? To come, to come share some things
yeah,
on his show, on his platform. I would love to utilize his platform
yeah,
to
yeah.
educate some people. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
And he's a great guy to deal with.
absolutely.
Just a great
So
dude.
I'm gonna call you on Al. I'm gonna call you on Al to really remind you. You know what I'm saying? To stay in touch with you about
Yeah.
it. We got a million things we're working on too.
Yep.
You helping me build a podcast.
Yep.
As we speak as well too.
Yep.
So man,
Yep. Yeah.
I appreciate the opportunity to come speak with you today.
Yeah. Well, I love the time to connect with you anytime. So, and this is
Absolutely.
fantastic. This is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Now,
Anytime, anywhere.
let's talk about your book.
Okay.
Affirmations for Recovery.
Yes, actually.
You got one handy?
Yep. You know it, man.
There it is, right there.
I don't leave anywhere without this, man. This is
Yep.
this is the new world of recovery.
Yeah.
This is part of the new world of recovery for me.
Yeah.
So I'm real heavy in the recovery space, man. I don't sleep. I do not sleep. I'm a frontline worker. I call myself a frontline worker. I'm 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Ready for the fly ball. So for me, I'm heavy in the space of creating new recovery tools, because I believe like the world on drugs and the world of recovery it's just changed dramatically, right? So you got to enhance what's there, right? So for me,
Right.
journaling, affirmations and acronyms, it's a cold combination. It's a cold combination, and it's therapeutic, right? So I do a cohort every morning on Instagram. Follow me, EA the Genius, at EA the Genius. Follow me, right? I do a cohort every morning. The only thing that's sporadic is the time, because like I do it live. Right now, I'm doing it live, and then I have some reels that I do just for some days I'm doing real stuff, but some days I do just live, because I pray and I meditate before I go live, right? So it'd be a lot that'd be within here that I have to say. I can't record that, and so. But I'm
Sure.
telling you
Sure.
guys,
Yeah.
the recovery community, this is for you. This is something I
Yep.
designed with the team, with with you in mind. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
appreciate it. So I can talk all night about this because this is.
Yeah.
Whew, don't
Yeah.
start me. Don't get me started.
Well, I love it. I love your passion behind it,
Absolutely.
and I've been able to do some work on that stuff with you with the different reels and stuff like that.
Yes.
And even just doing the work, I can feel it.
Yes.
I can
Yes.
feel what you're
I
saying. I love what
appreciate
you're
that.
saying. I
I
love how
appreciate
you
it.
put all that together, and it's
I appreciate
it's
you. That keeps me going. Believe it or
yeah,
not, like
yeah,
reviews and definitely, man. So if you could be so kind, man, and everybody under the sound of my voice, if you purchase it or not, reviews are so important.
sure,
Reviews are worth more than buying the book.
yep,
Because if you really just say something about it, people read reviews.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So I'm
yeah,
heavy. I'm so heavy in reviews. I'm pushing everything at the same time. So I need everybody's support. Tell somebody to tell somebody. This is
mm-hmm.
this is my kick. Tell somebody, and then leave a review. Tell
Sure.
me about it. Even if it's negative, man, I grow from criticism as well.
Sometimes,
I welcome feedback,
yep,
but
yep,
trust me, this is a well thought out process. There
yep,
was some grammar errors that I found in there, and I had to remix the book just
sure,
because like I rushed it the first time. So
sure,
for my for my people that's bought it once, just know if you
mm-hmm.
buy it again, it does have some corrections that were made. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I added some things to it, but it's all about adding value overall.
Yeah,
That's what it's
yeah,
that's
for
that's what it is
sure.
for me. So
And sometimes some of that is just raw, you know? When you're doing it the first time, you're just raw,
yes,
getting after it,
yes.
And
Recovery's raw.
oh, yeah,
It's
that's the
raw. It's
statement
all
right
about
there,
raw.
isn't
It's
it?
all about being raw and
Yeah.
uncut.
Yep.
Yes. So
Yep.
yes, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a journey. Not a destination. I'm not looking at the destination. I'm looking at more of the journey when it comes to that. So
Mhm.
I'm so thankful that the highest power, gave
Mhm.
me a passion. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because I don't even need money. I don't do this for the money, man. Believe
Sure.
that.
Sure.
Believe it. I do it because mainly I do it because I once destroyed the community, right?
Mhm.
So I want to definitely be the be one of the
You
people that rebuild it,
the
right?
rebuilder, yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
that's it. So if anybody ever asks why, that's my why.
Sure.
I once played a different position in a different role, right?
Sure.
So,
But here you are now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm
I
back
love
like
that
I never left.
I love that you said that's your why because I talked about that I did a summer school series on, like, just the real basic steps on starting your podcast. And my very first episode was, "What is your why?"
Yes, it's
Like,
always about the why.
don't move past that one till you have that one figured out, you
Yes,
know? And then
yeah.
everything else is built on top of that,
Come on, man.
you know?
Come on.
So, that's
That's big.
I felt that was the key block to set in place first, you know?
Why?
And then build whatever you want after that,
Absolutely.
but get your why, yeah.
You're right on target, brother. You're
Yep,
definitely right on target.
yep. Yeah, so then moving into, I'm starting to work on some of your podcast stuff now,
Okay.
you know, and I don't this is like, you know, on air production meeting kind of, right? I
Absolutely.
I don't know really the direction you want to go with things or how you want to do things or any of that yet, you know. We're kind of in the let's put something together
Right.
and I'll share it with you and then we'll figure out direction and all that, you know. And I I I I assume it'll be something about recovery. Will that be involved in it and relationships and things like that?
Yeah, you know
What is
what?
kind of the tone of it?
It's a great question. I think, for me, it's about the new world of like counseling because people of color, one thing I know about people of color, we
Mhm.
are not receptive to counseling.
Mm,
We are not receptive to therapy. It's a
okay.
taboo. There's so many negatives,
Sure.
stereotypes, whatever you would call them. So
Okay.
right. So the show, what I want the show to be, is a counseling, like a beautiful therapy counseling session. The
Mhm.
guests that I'm talking to, I'm doing what I do in real life.
Okay.
I talk to people about their, I'm a problem solver. I get some kind of crazy
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I like being right in the thick of the matter. Like what?
Sure.
How can I help you get from A to B?
Yep.
And I know how to not personalize it. It's not me. It's you. It's all about you. So
Okay.
I know how to join the fight with you, and
Okay.
then put it away.
Okay.
It's not my fight. It's yours. Because some people take shit home with them, and then they somebody can bring something to you, and then all of a sudden it's your fight too, and you can't sleep. And no, I'm not
Yeah.
that person.
Sure.
Thanks to the Father, like it is a passion of mine, but I know how to.
Mhm.
I know how to create that boundary where I'm there in the fight with you. I know how to make you feel like I'm there with you forever.
Sure. Sure.
There has to be a boundary to it.
Yes.
So,
100%.
yes.
100%. Yeah. So that's fascinating. I can't wait to get from, again, we're at, we're at the starting blocks. We're
Right.
at point A and see where that goes.
So keep that in mind as you look to produce and edit, because
Mhm.
right now I just kind of threw a bunch of content at you, right?
Yeah. And that's cool.
So that's the way I want to frame it, though. I want to frame it more like a counseling session,
Okay.
but we're talking about like life experiences. I'm easing my skills in as I'm talking to the people. If
Mhm.
so, keep that in mind. So that's kind of what
Mhm.
I'm thinking about. So, but
Yeah.
I haven't shot any content probably in a year. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get active again.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's just
It's
what
I
I'm.
think it's about, and I find this with one of my other, well, any host, if you can just have the conversations, you know, you got the mics there, you got the lights there, you got,
Everything.
recording, whatever, that's fine. But just you're having that conversation back and forth. That's the important part.
Right,
Like you were saying earlier, the content, you
right,
know, it can, kind of look like hell and maybe even sound like hell a little bit, but you know, if the content is there,
right,
that's going to help, you
right.
know.
It
And if
can look like hell. It can't sound like hell though.
yeah,
It has to have a solid quality audio
yeah,
to it, right?
yeah. That's why I
And
said that a little reluctantly too,
yeah, and I say and I say this to the new content creators: make sure when you use music, make sure it's either
Mm,
royalty free music,
yes.
or you control the production. Like
Yep.
for me, I actually work with producers
Okay.
to create content for me that I own. So when I put it out, I don't have to worry about it being flagged
Yep.
for me not owning it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's key. In
Yep.
podcasts, no different. No
Yep.
different. Use music that you own.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't use the popular music, the circular music, because then you're cutting them in. You're cutting them
Yep.
into your bag.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, then you can absolutely be flagged for that and actually be taken down if it's
Right.
if it's serious enough.
Right. So what they don't do,
So
like, because like we not super like, I mean, for me, I'm at the monetization stage. My YouTube channel has monetized, or I have a distributor
mhm,
when I was heavy into it. So I
sure.
took a break on it because the contract, when I went to renegotiate it, I kind of like, they didn't give me what I wanted. So I kind of like
Mhm.
was like, I put a lot of money into that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So the what came back wasn't what I wanted. So then when it was
Okay.
time to talk contract, I'm like protesting in a sense. So I can always call
Sure.
them back and get right back to work. It's like
Sure.
nothing, but I'm gonna
Sure.
have to accept what they offer to
Yeah.
do that. So
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people that's like, okay, I'm revolutionary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know my power.
Yeah.
I know I'm
Yep.
very powerful. So
Self-aware.
I'm
Yeah.
still lost if ultimately it's really mine, because then I've been off for like almost a year and a half. So it's like I haven't put anything out because I got this big chest out. I got my
Yeah.
chest muscles out.
Yeah.
When I could have just submitted and just did it, and then
Yeah.
still building more, more relationships. That's what it's about. It's not the money.
There's something for sure about that, but if you're not doing what you like, what you love, like if you love it, you know, if you're on fire for it,
Right,
that shows. If
right.
you're not on fire for it, that also shows,
Yes.
you
And I'm
know.
on fire for this. Like
Yeah.
anybody can see it. If nobody can see it, I know I'm on fire for it, bro. I can do this in my sleep. I wake up. I don't need a prep sheet or anything, man. Just
Nope.
turn on the lights and the smiles come on,
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
and I guarantee you it's gonna be a quality product.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
We love working on the quality products.
Yes. It's all
Yeah.
about quality content, quality, everything. Everything's
Yeah.
about quality. And it's all about having a great team. You know, I
Yep.
can't stress that enough. You gotta find the right people, man. Brian is a great teammate. He's a great teammate, man. For
Love being
Al,
part of the
he's a
team.
great teammate for the production world. He's just a great teammate. I mean, for his wife too. Sheesh.
Yeah.
He got team written all over him.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did I hear today? Something about you have to stop being selfish and be selfless.
Yes.
You know, and I think that's kind of where I'm at more than anything. You know,
I love that.
sometimes you need to be selfish about things. You know,
Yes.
sometimes, and that's okay.
Yes.
You know, but the selfless, that's
huge.
That's where to be.
That's
You
the
know,
best way to be, bro. I
Abs-
can't stress that enough. Selfless, yes.
yeah, yep. That's very cool.
We all here for a purpose, man. We all got talents. It shouldn't be
Mhm.
about the money more than it is the relationship.
Yep.
The money always finds
That
us.
connection.
I guarantee you.
Yep.
Guarantee the money will find you when you do a good quality product. It'll find you.
100%.
I don't do it for the money, for sure.
Nope.
Definitely do it. I do it because it has to be done. So,
Yep.
yeah. And I often use my own capital to get it to do the work too. Because I ain't here to invest in myself. I know exactly what it takes, to build a mothership.
Sure. Yeah. And I've been, on my end, we've been at this thing for, almost 3 years or whatever now, and just recently with, Des coming on board, it's just now making some money,
That's what's up.
and everything, so much of what we've done has just been, let's throw it out there. Let's throw it out there. Let's do it. Let's try it. Yep. Let's meet this person. Let's talk to that person. Let's, and just do it and see what happens. You can have
it too. Man, you landed a big mouth bass.
Yeah. That's true. That is true.
Right. It's only up from here.
Yeah.
Period.
I think so. Yeah.
Elevation. That's what true elevation is. Man, you just was a true demonstration on how everything really works with success, right?
Yeah.
You work, you like you said, you got 3 years.
Yeah.
It was 3 years or better. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And and you still got some, more to go. You still working.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still fighting every day and night.
Yep. When we first started out with all these things, it was like everyone's talking, you're not going to, nothing happens for a year or two. And we're like, we don't have a year or two, we have to do this now. Well, I got humbled,
Absolutely.
and you keep working on things and you keep working on things, and, eventually things start to pop, and the right person starts to talk to the right person, and then you stumble on an app where you meet all these people, like, holy cow,
you start working with the right people on the app.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That actually changed. That could be a game changer.
100%.
It definitely does, man. So, man, I applaud you. You know what I'm saying? You did, man. You're gonna write a book and maybe possibly have a movie someday.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Like some of your story, like, we're not even going into some of that other story.
No.
I know I had you on the podcast. I heard some of the story. So you are very enlightening. I can learn a lot from you. So I know there's a book in the works somewhere, or a movie.
Could be.
I could watch that fucking movie. Me, EA, I would fucking be tuned the fuck in all day long. Fucking bring my seatbelt and my motherfucking rain boots. So I hope the Owwll community don't get too offended with that obscene language. But
that's all good.
It's man talk.
We're late night.
Yeah, late night man talk, right?
Yeah, we're doing late night right now.
Absolutely. So that's just one of my personalities. He just came. He just rushed to this. He just rushed right there.
That's all right.
Sheesh.
Got to
I'm
keep it real
professional.
though.
It's about
Yeah.
therapy. I got a
Yeah.
therapy shirt
Yeah.
on. What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
I should be
Nah,
thinking better.
that's all right. That's all right.
I'm
You got
joking.
to be real though.
Yeah,
If you're
yes.
not real, then
Very
how
real.
does, you know?
Very real. I appreciate just you being in my life, bro. Just like I learned a lot from that time when we
Yeah.
since then, and I learn a lot every time.
Sure. Sure.
Just when we
Oh,
talk. Yeah,
there's conversations to be had, you know,
absolutely. Hey,
and
I'm thinking about coming down, bro. I was gonna
yeah,
come back for my birthday, but then I went to LA.
yeah,
In LA, and then I went to LA and Vegas. I
sure.
flew into Vegas and drove to LA,
Okay.
and then went back to Vegas to fly out.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. But I wanted to come see you for the birthday after that, because it was right after the podcast we did.
Okay.
And my birthday was like the next week. So yeah,
Sure.
y'all was in my head. I was like, man, I want to go to that camp they was at.
Ah, yeah.
I'm on my way to that camp for my birthday.
Sure.
And I think
Sure.
I'm gonna save that for another birthday.
Yeah, totally, totally. That's where I'm broadcasting from right now, actually. I'm in a camper right now. You can't really tell, can you?
Damn it. No, I cannot. Right. You hella
Yeah.
creative.
Well,
Hella creative.
and I'll tell you, you know, it's part of me being cheap, you know, and I'll
You're
be
not cheap, man.
transparent.
You resourceful, man. It's in
I'll
your
be
skill.
transparent. These
Yeah.
squares here, I don't know if it was $20, maybe.
Hey,
You know?
I would never tell another man. I would never. You don't got to, because it's in you. It ain't got nothing to do with surround you, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's what you're producing.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I didn't know. I thought you was in the room of your house, bro. Like, yeah,
Sure.
let's go.
Well, it's funny because what you see here is very similar to what we had a booth at one point.
Mm-hmm.
When COVID started, we can talk about this for a second. When COVID started, I'm in construction or making my way out of construction. But when COVID started, everything stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything stopped, right? And I didn't have work for 2 months.
Damn it.
No income for 2 months. Yeah. Scary. Yep. But I had a fantastic teammate and we made it through just fine, you know. But we started a voiceover business on Fiverr is what we did. We went on Fiverr. I have a radio background kind of, and we had some microphones. We were going to do a different podcast about some other things or whatever. And I said, well, let's make a booth under the steps in the house. And I did that. There's pictures of that. We're not in that house anymore. And we made the booth, and there was version 1 and version 2, and I just kept tweaking it and kept working on it, whatever. By the time it was done, it was a pretty snazzy freaking booth. It really was, So this kind of mimics what that booth looked like. These are actually from that booth, to be honest.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like,
Yeah.
You remixed the booth.
Yeah. Remix the booth, and the booth goes where we go.
Let's get it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. You gotta be resourceful, man. You gotta
Absolutely.
be resourceful. I can't tell the difference, man. I feel like it's your character that got me here. I can't tell you in a $2 room. Basically, you're saying like $20 room, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
$20 for the background.
Pretty much. That's
I
all
can
it
tell,
was.
because the man, the character, you $1 million mother effer. So hey, wherever you at, you add that to the value of the room. Okay.
Yep.
So it becomes $1 million room.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's $1
I
million.
love that.
This is history. This is something that will never be done again. We are July 20th?
Yep.
July 20th. We got this in the books.
Yep.
This will never be done again. You know what I mean?
This is recorded, and
that's history. We made history, man. Anything can happen to either one of us, man. We can blow up.
Yep.
Either one of us can be, whatever at some point. So this is what we did this for. Mark
100%.
To leave our mark in history.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
I definitely appreciate the time. I appreciate the invite. And anything you're doing, I want to be a part of it, brother. So
okay.
Let me know where I fit in, and I'm on my way.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I love that you came to join on.
Absolutely.
And we got to talk about Owwll, and that's how we came to be. And we're hoping that we can bring some other people on board of that ship, because that's a pretty rocking ship. It really is.
So before we go, I want to make sure you guys are clear as mud.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to go download the app on
Google
Play or
Yep.
or
iOS.
Google Play or the iOS,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And use the referral code Connect.
Yep.
Use the referral code Connect. That's
Yep.
my brother. Or
Yep.
if you like
Or
me,
EA.
if you want to be on EA team, because EA
Yep.
has a team. EA has a method to how I do my thing, right? So
Sure.
if you join
Sure.
EA team, I'll get the notification, and trust me, I'm gonna be your first call. I'm gonna help you get to where you need to go fast.
Yep. Yep.
Okay? That's what
Yep.
it's about.
Yep.
So
100%.
yeah.
100%. Thank you so much, my friend, for being
Absolutely,
a part
brother.
of the
Thank you for the
show.
opportunity, man. Shout out to Jason again, Jason
Yep.
Hill,
Yep.
for doing this whole Owwll Week movement thing, man.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is a great way to connect with people.
Yeah, quickly. Tomorrow morning starts the 25-hour podcast.
Yes.
Jonathan Palmer. Have you met this guy?
I have.
Whoa.
He is amazing. I'm gonna be on there. I got a slot on there. I'm gonna be on there to
Nice.
throw my weight around in 24 in a 24-hour room. I'm not gonna let that go without me.
Yeah.
Showing myself in there.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So if you're on LinkedIn, you can follow the Owwll Twitter. I'm posting all the time, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day on stuff.
Okay.
So
I need to start tapping in. I don't do Twitter enough, but definitely, you know what I'm saying? I'm finished to now. My brother on there, you just gave me a reason to get on there. So I'm gonna do Twitter, and then you said the link, LinkedIn for sure. I already knew about that one because
Yep. That's where it all is LinkedIn Live is where that's going to be. So it's a matter of finding the master sheet of what everything that's going on, But
well, hopefully he'll do it like he's been doing. He's been sending us emails every morning.
Yeah.
With the link in the post.
Yep.
All you gotta do is click on the link. So I hope that's the case tomorrow too.
Yeah. So then what I'll do is I'll keep posting that link specifically on the Twitter. So if you're on Twitter,
I need to repost it.
Yep. Repost it. If anybody else is on Twitter, the link is going to be there. I'll point people the best I can. DM me on Twitter. Okay. Absolutely DM me on Twitter. I'll point you in the right direction.
Okay.
So
I'll keep that in mind.
Do that. That's very cool.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, brother.
Yep. You have a blessed night.
Yep. You too.
All right. Take care.